What is up, guys? Welcome back to the JMA podcast. I am your host, John Murray. We are back with another fun filled episode. We have another Jiu Jitsu competitor. Before we get into all of that, let's welcome my co host to the stage, Jeremy Fairhurst. Jeremy, my man, how you been?
What's up, man? Doing all right. Same old, same old. Just working, doing this, and enjoying this nice weather we've had over here for the last couple days instead of it just being pouring rain. So
Have you had any of the Canadian smoke where you are?
I don't think so. I
Yeah,
feel like I would have noticed.
so
Is
it's
there a
crazy.
difference between Canadian smoke and American smoke?
Canadian wild. There's been a few Canadian wildfires going on, and New York has had a bit of a haze over it for the last few weeks. And it's crazy because I was just in Canada and like you could barely notice any of it. So, and this happened to
Yeah, nothing like that here that I've noticed, unless I'm just oblivious.
like
Which I mean, my
we're all breathing in smoke like secondhand smoke like crazy up here. Well, all right. Without further ado, let's get into some of our upcoming events. This is a new little thing that we've been doing each podcast, giving you guys a shout out of upcoming events. We are going to be at New Windsor on August 8th for SK and OMR Quintet 2025. That's going to be a team jujitsu tournament and where I believe they're gonna have four teams competing, 4 to 5 or something. I don't know. I gotta double check the bracket, but you guys can find all that information at JMurrayAthletics on Instagram. The K4 kickboxing and MMA is coming up in Buffalo, New York on August 16th. And then following that, you're looking at Sunshine and Submission in Saratoga, New York. That's a BJJ tournament held outside in the park. That's going to be fun. You will see me there. I'll be there doing some reporting and taking some photos. So that's going to be August 24th. And then you can also catch us at Donnie Brooks Fight Promotion in Barrie, Vermont on September 13th. And then the following weekend at Elite Fighting Promotions in Saratoga, New York. That's going to be in September 20th. Both of those are MMA, Muay Thai, and Brazilian Jiu Jitsu super fights. So if you guys are looking to get on a card, make sure you reach out to them. And on the same weekend as Elite Fighting, you guys can look forward to Submission Battleground BJJ in Queens, New York, if you're looking to get into the city and away from the racetrack. That's going to be September 20th as well. And then heading down towards Jeremy's way in the Midwest, you guys can look forward to Future of Fighting in Louisville, Kentucky on September 26th. We are looking at being there. As of right now, I just took off from the main. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be there live. Um, we are also looking at Rival FC. As of right now, the date I believe is undetermined. Jeremy can confirm or deny this information, but I believe the last information we had was October 7th. It is floating around October. If you guys are interested or you know a venue in Kentucky that might be interested in hosting this event, reach out to Rival FC over at Bushido MMA. I believe the owner of the promotion is Yona. Jeremy, did I get all of that right?
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think they might be looking for a venue at the moment. I know, but I have to get in contact with them and see what's going on because it's been a little bit since I was over that way. But yes, from what I'm understanding, that's correct. They're looking for a venue around that time. So there is a Bushido MMA Facebook page. I'm sure you could reach out there and that information will get to Yona, and then but otherwise, I'm trying to get his stuff out. I'll triple check with him. But yes, they got a Bushido page on Facebook you can reach out to.
All right. And guys, if you want a shout out of your promotion, upcoming event, sports event, what other, give us a shout out either on Instagram, on our website, um, or if you can find my email, you shoot me an email. um, guys, without further ado, let's welcome our guest to the stage, Ivan Alzona. I hope I didn't butcher his last name, Ivan.
No, you
Thank you for being
didn't.
Thank you for being here with us, my friend. How have you been?
Been great. How about you?
I've been good. You're coming off of your loss at Rolling Stoners. Um, how have you been since that? What's the process been for you?
The process is just keep training. I love what I do, whether I win or lose, and that just keeps me going.
Now, that last match, who were you? I can't recall who you were up against. I remember the look on the look on your face, and that was the last thing I was like, God, like I had to look away for a second. I was like, I don't want to see my friend in this position. Um, no, you looked ready. What happened?
Um, I guess I had this game plan to go for the low single. However, I just shot with my head down, and now I know what I need to work on.
Okay. Um, Now I believe you're working towards another event.
Yes, I am.
Was it the IGC?
Yes, it is.
Tell us a little bit about more about what you're doing to put into that.
So I know that it's an 8-man tournament. There is a cash prize for whoever wins first. So all I've been doing is just staying healthy, eating clean, training the way I've been training, and I'm just letting everything flow from there.
Nice.
I've been trying
Um,
to get
Go ahead.
I've been trying to get that money. I see cash
Mhm.
prize. Yes. Oh,
Do you know who the any of the competitors in your in this tournament are?
Yeah, I know there are some brown belts, there's some black belts. I know Ryan Moutinho is competing in my bracket. Luke Ramirez is also competing in my bracket, both great competitors.
Now is this held through your gym?
Yeah, this is held at my home base, Ascension Athletics.
Nice. So they when did they start this? This looks
So
like
this
a
is the
very well.
first time that they've introduced a cash bracket. However, IGC has been prevalent since hmm, oh, that's AGC.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the same thing. My bad. Because I went to where did I come from? I came from Ironman. Yeah, that was their link.
Oh, got it.
Huh.
Um, yeah, They've been doing this in-house tournament for years. It's usually just Superfights, but now there's a cash tournament.
Oh, nice. Now is the cash for each bracket, or is it just like, or is
I
that
believe
like,
there's a 145-pound male bracket and a 170-pound male bracket and a 135-pound female bracket.
okay? How are you feeling ahead of this? Like, are you excited? Are you nervous? Where's your
I
headspace at?
feel a little bit of both.
so what has you you said before that you had talked about your mindset and everything going into these competitions. So now how far away is this next competition you got going on?
A few weeks away, August 23rd.
Okay, August 23rd. Okay, so like, are you starting to get more into that like competitive mindset? Is that like closer to time when you really start to like hone in, or how are you feeling at the moment?
I feel like the nerves start to kick in whenever it's closer to match time or fight time. So I'm going to be just using that to my advantage because I feel like if I was never nervous about competing, I would not compete.
Why do you think that is?
Because I feel like the nerves is what makes you human and what really pumps you up regardless.
So it's kind of that conquering that like that inner the nerves and everything, and actually like beating yourself. That's what makes it fun for you.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Conquering that. Conquering. Thank you. Yeah,
Welcome.
so when you're beating those nerves, it feels very much worth it to finally get the win and get that experience over with.
And is it the same way, like on the opposite side of that coin? Like, is it just the concept of competing in and of itself that like you feel as though, well, like if you go out and lose, you feel the same way though, right? That you've like accomplished that you faced the nerves and went through it.
Exactly.
All right, man. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Like I don't do much of the jujitsu. I've been around it. I've seen it. You know, I've played around on the mats a little bit, but that I have a lot of respect for you guys, man, because you can strike all day long, but the second that they grab you, if you don't know what you're doing, it don't matter. So a lot of respect, man. It's really cool to see yeah, you take this and run with it the way you have, especially going and doing the super fights like this, and competing as often as you do. Well, what made you decide to do that? To really take the competitive side of jiu-jitsu as opposed to a lot of people just being like hobbyists.
Um, I guess I felt some sort of way when I lost my first tournament, and it just lit a fire in me. Like I don't like losing, but at the same time, like when I lose, I have to get over it and win some more. So it's layering up. Like there's always that next time, there's always that next level, and you're gonna have to train harder. And that's what I feel drives me.
Constantly having another challenge every single time. Win or lose, there's always going to be another one, another tournament to compete in, another fight to take.
Yes.
What's the end goal for you? Like, where do you see yourself in the long run? Like, what I guess what promotions, I guess specifically, do you see yourself competing in?
Um, I don't have any specific promotions that I want to compete in mind. I just see myself competing as often, growing as a competitor, and constantly just putting myself out there. I definitely want to do an MMA fight because that has been my goal since I started. However, jujitsu has just been fun for me. So I continue to compete.
Okay. Is there any competitors that you would like to see yourself competing against down the line?
Not not exactly, but I will take whoever I see as a challenge.
Is there anyone currently in your division or brackets that you see as a challenge that you're looking forward to?
I feel like there's a lot of good guys, especially at the 145-pound, 155-pound brackets in jiu-jitsu, and in MMA, I would be fighting at 135. Um, However, I'm just taking whoever they put in front of me.
Fair enough.
Oh. Now, you were saying that the MMA has been your goal from the beginning.
Oh yeah, it has been.
Okay, so what led you towards that?
I felt like what led me towards that was just lo- losing again. Like no need to sound repetitive, but losing my first jiu-jitsu competition, and after that I did smokers. I did 3 smokers in total, and all of those have been very valuable experience as well.
All right. So you're saying that losing your first jiu-jitsu match made you want to? It's that concept you were talking about earlier, about constantly doing a little better for yourself, like constantly having that next challenge. So I guess MMA would be like a way to take a step farther than the grappling, right? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay, I understand that. That having that hill to climb, that's important to constantly move that goalpost and have something to chase after. So when do you see yourself taking the MMA route? Like, do you have any a time frame for when you'd want to make your debut?
I would say this fall.
This fall. Okay. All right. So what kind of striking training have you been doing?
I've been doing all my striking training under Ascension Athletics, Jeff Haddad. I feel like our striking style is perfectly suited for MMA. Small gloves. All of my rounds have been MMA rounds.
So is that like a kickboxing style or?
No, small gloves, MMA, full on MMA. We're taking each other down. We're pushing the wrestling. We're going high pace but low power, and it's been a comfortable, and I've been comfortable within the fire.
Okay.
What kind of striking does Ascension focus in? Like, are they doing like karate? Are they doing kickboxing? Are they doing Muay Thai? Like, do you know what their background is?
I wouldn't say it's any of that. I would say that we're honed in on striking for MMA, striking with the threat of the takedown, and being able to take people down.
Okay.
All right. So being able to be enough of a threat on the feet to give them something to think about, and then be able to focus on your game, which is the grappling and going for a submission. All right. So, so is it more wrestling heavy when you're doing that than the jiu-jitsu that you normally do?
Um, no, I wouldn't say so. However, being on bottom in MMA, it does feel as if you're threatened more.
No one wants to be on the bottom.
Exactly. So, which is why my grappling style started to be more top heavy.
You always want to be on the top. Always be a top.
Mm-hmm.
So, just out of curiosity, do you have like certain submissions that you like to go for? Well, I don't want you to like expose too much of your game on a podcast when you're competing as often as you do, but um, if you're in an MMA fight, like, do you think you're gonna end up going more for like grounded pound if you get that top position, or are you gonna still be working your submission game?
I feel like I'll take whatever my opponent gives me. If he exposes his neck, I'm going to take that neck. If I have to ground and pound to get it, I will ground and pound to get it.
So you're absolutely seeking the submission though. Is that your preferred like end, or like is it or do you want to finish them with the fist? Like, what are you feeling?
I feel like I'll finish however I need to finish.
As long as the job's done, it doesn't matter the tools you use. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I see you thinking. Where's your mind going?
Look, man, it's going all kinds of places. I'm trying to think of creative, from the heart questions for our boy here. Okay, and that these come from the heart, Ivan. Okay, this ain't no script. This is all love.
I understand, Jeremy.
Jeremy's a G at the interviewing thing. I'm trash, so that's why we brought him on. It's like we seen how he did at the Rival FC, and we were like, we need this guy.
I just like talking a lot. But no, I mean it's cool that you're talking about doing the MMA route. You're saying that you're finding a more competitive streak through training for that. So are you more? How much of the MMA training are you doing right now, as opposed to training for just as for the jiu-jitsu super fights and stuff like that, or well, which one's your main focus, or you just got doing both?
I feel like I'm doing both and I'm training for it all. I train 3 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Okay, how do you do that, man? Like a lot of these guys around here, like I have a hard time getting in 3 hours a week some days. So like, how are you? How do you schedule in 3 hours a day to be training?
So usually our trainings are at the end of the day. I go to a striking class, I go to a jiu-jitsu class, then I go to MMA training. Each class an hour long.
I think what Jeremy's trying to say though is like it's difficult for someone with a full-time job or even a part-time job to like juggle that amount of training. Does that come easy to you? Is it just like a process, or is it like something that you have to actually put like time or mental energy into to like make sure that you're that dedicated?
I believe for me that it just became habit.
It's interesting. All right. So yeah, no, just we're curious because like, so like for me, for example, like with the podcast, with the website and everything, that's like a fucking mission to get at like the gym every day. Like I don't even want to drive. I don't even want to drive home after work. When you're going. What was it, you said 5 or 7 days a week?
I would say 5 to 6 days a week of training.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Jeremy, you gotta keep up with him. He's gonna beat your ass. We're gonna get you a super fight with Jeremy.
Do I look like I can grapple?
We're gonna
Did
give
you
you.
did
I,
you see my
I mean, not a
MMA?
lot of grapplers look like they can.
Oh no, I'm trash, bro. I'm not even gonna pull all that. There's a YouTube video of me getting held against the fence, so I'm good. I ain't even gonna. They're gonna end up in the comments like, "Oh yeah, look at this trash can on YouTube." Oh God. Okay, guys, my bad. I don't know about it. No, I saw Ivan at Rolling Stonerz. I'm good. I know where I'm at in the totem pole. It was cool. I did remember we're recording that match. So you were really fighting towards the end. Like you could really tell you didn't want to tap. And like there for a second, I thought I made eye contact with you. Like right as you went to tap, it looked like you looked, and then you like, yeah, and we went for it. But man, like you can tell you've got that spirit when you're in there. Like you really did not want to get that L.
Oh yeah, I want to die in my shield over there.
Have you ever gone out during a match?
I don't think I have, but I have gone out in the training room.
Do you think you expend too much energy, like in your training?
Do I think I expend too much energy on my training?
Yeah,
I
just out of
oh,
curiosity, like if you like how much time did you put into training the week before your match at Rolling Stonerz?
I feel like I put in the same amount of training that I usually do in every competition.
Well, okay, so for context for us, like is that like sorry. Is
Like,
that
do
like
you? Yes,
yeah,
sir.
go ahead, go.
Like, are you? And I think what John was trying to ask is, or are you? When you're going into those chems like that, like, do you think, how much more are you training when you have a competition coming up versus day to day when you don't have something on the schedule, because you're normally already training like what you said, like, yeah, you're doing 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. Is that just across the board, like regardless of whether you're competing at the time, or?
Yeah, that's regardless of whether I'm competing or not.
Okay, so you layering more training when you're doing the competition coming up?
Yeah, pretty much. And I also game plan during our open mats as well.
Stupid question. But the week or at least a few days before your training, do you lay off any of the training?
To give
Of course,
yourself
the
time
body
to.
needs rest.
And the only reason I ask is I'm suggesting maybe before your next match, give yourself like a day or two of rest so that like you're not going in like you train so much, so like if you give yourself a little bit of like a break between, you might actually like your skill level like might show like a significant difference because you're not rested as much.
Yeah,
Think you might.
I feel
I think
like I listen to whatever my body needs. If my body says I could push through it, I'll push through it. If my body says that I need a
I
rest,
I have
I will
no
take a
doubt.
rest.
I have I have no doubt in my mind that you could probably do insane things, but I have a feeling, and call it an inkling because I know you and I've seen you compete a couple times and I know you're good. Next time you go into your competition, maybe not this one or somewhere down the line, just give it a whirl and see how it goes. I have a feeling.
I will, I have faith in you, John.
I have a feeling. It's just it's this is an inkling in my gut. And as a trainer, as someone who competes, I tell you all the time, like I'll take hiatuses off of jujitsu, and maybe it's all in my head, but I feel like I always come back to jujitsu better after like a decent hiatus. And it's because like I no longer care about the win. I don't care about the results. I don't care about anything of the training. And everything I'm doing is just on reflex and instinct. And it's not really, there's no pressure, there's no stress, there's no associated anything extra. And I don't know, it just makes it easier for me.
Understood. Understood.
So you were talking to me before, and you were talking about how you had a little bit of a difference in your mindset, um, coming off of a loss, and also like going into these competitions versus your time off of those competitions. So you said that you're training pretty much the same amount across the board, whether you're competing or completing or not. What would you say are the biggest lifestyle and mindset changes in your in between matches?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. So like when you are having these matches, right? I know you said your training is across it. You're training the same amount regardless of whether you have a competition coming up. How was your mindset different going into those competitions? Are there any lifestyle changes, any dieting changes you do, anything like that? When you actually have a competition versus when you're laying off in between.
I feel like my weight has always stayed consistent. I would say I don't make too many dietary changes when I'm on competition versus when I'm off competition. And I feel like I stay in incredible shape regardless because something could come up last minute and I would want to be ready the whole time.
Okay, that lines up more for what you were saying previously about like, always being ready for that next challenge. Like you don't want something to pop up and then you be, oh man, I haven't been in the gym this week. Like maybe I'm sure that helps with your mindset just in general. Like knowing that you're always ready. You don't have to like think about, oh, if I'm taking this competition, I know I'm going into this camp, and these next couple months are going to suck. Like, you're already doing that, like 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, that's smart, man. I mean, that takes a lot more dedication and discipline than people realize. Like, it's a lot for somebody to get into the gym 2-3 times a week. Like, but to be at a competition level training consistently throughout the year, that's a huge achievement. Well, I mean, for real.
Thank you. And I take pride in the fact that I work as hard as I do and I'm as disciplined as I am.
Do you think you've always been that way? Like, what made you get? Was it really all that first loss, or was there something to it before that?
I don't think I was always this way for a lot of my life. I like to have fun. I was never a competitor growing up. I never even really played competitive sports growing up. In fact, I was more interested in theater when I was back in high school.
So, what led to that change? What made you decide to get on a jiu-jitsu mat and step out of the theater? It's completely different. Now I'm very intrigued.
I guess I started out with kickboxing to help me lose some weight because I used to be a fat kid. However, the training started to be a lot more serious when I started grappling, adding grappling training, and just doing all the classes at once.
So, what makes you like the grapple, or you like grappling more than striking? What makes you? Why? Why is that?
I wouldn't say I like grappling more than striking. I would say that I like competing in grappling more. However, I like training and striking more. And I love layering both on top of together, layering them and allowing them to work in unison.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, it's not as fun getting punched in the face. Like you could roll hard in the gym, and it's not that much different than competing and being on a wrestling match or something like that. But
You don't like him
it's
punch?
what?
You don't like him punch?
Did you see how many times I blocked? I didn't just stand there and go. I've got enough going over here without getting left, right, overhand, left.
Hands back, stick the head out.
That's just sticking your neck out to get choked. Then Ivan's gonna jump and guillotine you. Yeah, he's gonna Dustin Poirier you.
He's gonna do the death sentence to me.
Hey, look. Okay, did you see that clip, Ivan, of a
Yes,
Mighty
I
Mouse?
did.
He was not playing with him, bro. He was like, "You guys are gonna get your stuff together and like take this seriously or not." That was a cool moment for real.
He's been training him.
Yeah, he told him, he's like, "Well, we could be making clips or we can be making progress." I'm like, "Yeah, yep, okay, man. That was nice." And Mighty Mouse is one of the goats for sure.
Have you guys been following any of the training arc?
The Death Sentence training arc, yeah.
Have you watched any of that, Jeremy?
I've just seen like little bits and pieces pop up on Facebook and stuff. Like I haven't really watched it like that.
Ivan, tell him about it.
Yeah, I've actually been doing the same thing.
You guys gotta watch the whole thing. It's amazing. So Mighty Mouse, I don't know how he does it with this guy. I could not take him seriously. He's been taking this dude fully like under his wing. He's been like making sure he does his classes, making sure he's doing proper striking classes, making sure he's doing like proper BJJ classes. and I'm not sure if it was his first match after Mighty Mouse, but he went up against this one grappler kid. I think he was a grappler, and I think the kid still won. But Death Sentence comes out and he does this flying jump kick thing that he always does, but this time he crawls around this guy like a spider monkey and starts actually choking him. And it was actually working. And I was like, what the fuck? Why don't more fighters come out like this? Like just with the high energy, the jump and everything.
Because
it's
it's
like the,
risky.
yeah, it's like those William Chung guys. Let me stir the pot a little bit. So with the wooden dummy form, right? Have you not seen that? With the
No.
way they do this little weird hop thing. Like, okay, I'm not gonna call it weird because that's disrespectful, and I'm being honest because I don't know enough about what I'm talking about. But like, so
No, I'm sure.
like, there's like, there's this like hop
What is it called?
thing that they do. It's the William Chung wooden dummy form. So just look up traditional Wing Chun because he calls it traditional. He's the guy
William
who, like, yeah,
Chung?
William Chung. Cheung. He's the guy that so he was the guy who taught Bruce Lee most. He was like the senior student in Ip Man's class that taught Bruce Lee the Wing Chun that he did know. But he's very, very controversial because he ended up in Australia for a long ass time and then came back. And there's like magazine articles and all about this where basically when Ip Man and Bruce Lee both died, William Chung came out and said he was the only one that knew the true Wing Chun style, and that Ip Man had taught him everything closed doors, and that's why his stuff looked different. And everybody else was saying your stuff looks different because you learned half the system and then filled it in with other crap. But their wooden dummy form looks different, and they do this like jump hop thing at the very beginning. Like they start like a couple feet away from the dummy. It's interesting. I don't know what it's supposed to be for.
Ivan, did you ever do any other martial arts besides MMA and the BJJ?
I was introduced to Muay Thai at a young age.
So what you're saying is you could probably kick Jeremy's ass. We're gonna set this fight up.
I'll only scream a little bit.
Kung Fu versus Muay Thai. We got this.
But what happens when he chokes me?
There's no choking in kickboxing. You can't do that.
Let me come up with another excuse to duck this man. Give me a second to.
No hernia excuses anymore.
I know. I need to get the surgery and quit being a little.
Don't feel bad. I'd be a bitch about it too. I don't like.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay, boys. All right.
Who's ready for quizzes?
We had a
Did I read
moment.
your mind? We on the same page?
That was a moment. Did you see that we had a moment there, Ivan? You were a part of that too. The three of us.
I saw that moment.
We just had a threesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all loving moments all around
that,
here.
John.
What? Oh, you're right. It's a foursome technically. Dalton's just watching in the corner. Let's get the quizzes rolling. Don't pull me. Get me off the screen.
Oh, no, don't leave him there. Let him think about what he's done live. That doesn't mean make me bigger. No.
All right, my friend. In Kickboxer 1989, who played Muay Thai trained fighter avenging his brother?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
We're gonna get a copyright, and you got it right. All right, next question. Which UFC fighter has the most KO TKO wins?
Derek Lewis.
Ready for my terrible. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. That was close. You are correct, my friend. And our last question. You about to ace this? About to have a hole in one? Birdie? Which individual was not a member of the committee which drafted the initial MMA unified rules?
This is a tough one.
Wouldn't be trivia without a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You have 30 seconds. Almost up, my friend.
All right. I'm going to say Randy Couture. Ah!
It was Dana White. He was not involved in MMA at that time.
Ah.
All
So
right.
close.
It was. All right, my friend. Dalton, you can bring us all back to the stage.
Couture too.
And
I was
what?
thinking Randy Couture too. I wasn't sure. In my head, I was thinking like UFC rules committee, not like I don't know.
MMA unified, separate from the actual UFC rules. But or I guess not separate from the UFC rules, but like, you know, it's not the same organization that sets them. Anyway, Ivan, social medias. What do you want to plug? Where do you want people to go? Where can people find you?
Where can we see you choke people at?
Yeah, I want to see you choke someone. Where you at?
Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Ivan Alzona and use the link in my bio. Trust the Progress Clothing. They have amazing stuff. I appreciate their message. They choose progress over perfection. They trust in their brand. They trust in athletes and athlete progression. Use code Alzona10.
All right. Any other social medias you want to plug, my friend?
I have a TikTok, Ivan_ALZ.
All right. All right, guys. Well, this has been JMA Podcast episode number 215 with Ivan Alzona. Guys, if you like this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more podcasts. And also make sure you check out our live streams. We have a live event coming up this weekend, the SK and OMR Quintet. And last weekend we streamed the Schenectady Ring of Hope Chaos at the Club boxing event. You guys can recap that on the channel, as well as other amazing videos and shorts and podcasts and everything in between. Also, don't forget to check out the JMA store to support us. Helps us keep going, helps us grow, and helps us keep moving forward. Guys, till next time, you stay blessed. Peace.